3, 2, 1, go. Hey everyone, Jivar is here with Shokushu, DDG, and Video Game Roulette live for our very first recap show of an online marathon, the Resident Evil marathon that we had not last weekend, but the weekend before that, for the Bail Project supporting Black Lives Matter. It was an amazing event on so many levels, both from a speedrunning perspective, from a technological perspective. Everything went super smooth, even though it was our first online marathon. Everything was put together pretty fast, and on a human level, it was probably our most human and our realist event that we've ever had so far. So, how are you guys doing today?
Oh, I'm doing good. I want to say it was truly a unique experience.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Also, my face is red because it's really that hot in here right now. The AC is not
like 38, I think.
yeah,
Oh man.
Celsius.
insane.
That was us yesterday.
Thank God I live in a basement. It's like
Mhm.
24.
Yeah, stay hydrated, kids.
Oh, that was synced.
Yeah, I noticed that after I went elbows up. So yeah, I mean, we got quite a few things to talk about. We've got some raffles, and then in the last segment of the show, as usual, you will be able to join in if you want to. If you have anything to share, anything whatsoever, whether it's feedback or you want to just share how you feel about the event, any good memories or anything that you think we could do better, and you want to, stick it to the man, as they say. Well, feel free to join us. Just get in general on Discord, and we'll be able to drop you in on the conversation. I see quite a few familiar faces in chat. Hi everyone. Bencho Sly, Nanajnag. We've got
Nico Mastermind. What's up, man?
Got some Yunes there. Fire's real. Squeeze there. Hi babe. She's the smart one. She's downstairs in the bedroom where the AC actually is. The cool strats are real. Which Resident Evil is it? It was actually all of them 2 weeks ago. Now we're gonna talk. We're basically returning to that show, and we're gonna talk about it. There's gonna be no run tonight. Oh yeah, Max, get some coffee, man. Yeah, I'm on some tea right now, but yeah, I'll probably get a coffee at some point during the show. Iced coffee, of course, because I'm not drinking anything hot right now. So yeah, the show's gonna last around anywhere between 2 to 3 hours, depending on how much everyone here has to say and how the overall show goes.
It depends on the RNG, actually.
Yeah, it depends on the RNG. But yeah, I mean, first off, I think we should start with the shout outs and the people we need to thank, because this was made with a lot of people, and I'm just gonna start with Willow and VGR, who have been damn, if it weren't for these two, we wouldn't have the marathon. We wouldn't have been able to do this online marathon. One of the things with NoReset that's been too real is that me and Shokushu, Dom takes care of getting the runners to the event. Me and Shokushu basically organize the event and run it. But so we were lacking time basically to develop the project further. There's only so much we can do between the two of us. We also have our IT business that we have to run, so we're trying to juggle everything. And there's a couple of things that were just kind of stagnating because for lack of time. And well, we always knew we needed an RTMP setup, and make sure that we had a solid backbone for the online marathons in order to make it happen, and that takes time. And even though I had the expertise, time is something that I was seriously lacking. Everything else going on, and BGR and Willow just stepped up to the plate, and they're like, "Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's do this." And they jumped on board, and they made it happen. Really, is what they did. So I just want to say thank you to the both of you so much for making this possible. Everything that you've worked on. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. You know, it was a pleasure being able to work with you guys and do this for you guys because, you know, it's been a long time coming. You know, it's been a few years now. I've been working with you guys, doing the runs and stuff like that, and you know, I've seen what you guys can come up with over the years, and it is about time that we took it to the next level and allowed you guys to have this kind of functionality. So it was a matter of time.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing, Nick. Anyone who's been with NoReset, past or present, you know, or future, it always happened in a very organic manner. It's not like we have a posting saying, "Oh, there's an open position on the admin." You know, it's just, you know, we've been working with you for a while now, and with everything you've been doing, we're just like, you know, it was the next logical step, which, you know, is why we offered you an admin position in the organization. Same thing happened with Dom, basically a couple of years back. So yeah, I mean, it's I didn't say there was an open position, Ben. I was just saying that's exactly how it does not work. God damn it. Oh, man. We love you, man. And yeah, also, you know, big shout outs to the, where do I sign? There's nowhere. Like, you can tag your graffiti on the side of your house. You do that. And if you do that, well, I'm not responsible. You've done it of your own volition. You know, 100% free will. It's a suggestion. You can find my... but I digress. Big shout outs to all the runner liaisons. These are basically the people that made sure that, you know, they kept track of the runner and made sure that they were, you know, on Discord on time. They were there for the final tech checks and everything. And that team was Isander, Jovine, Keishi, Rubberducky Assassin, and Jimbo. I'm gonna throw in there Squee, who, even though she wasn't a runner liaison that weekend, usually that's what she does at the events. And but that weekend, she made sure that me and Yannick were both hydrated and fed throughout the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And away.
Watermelon.
Yeah, oh man, that cold watermelon was on point. You know when it's really hot, there's nothing beats. It's my favorite fruit. And I'm Greek, so I'm just gonna say that if you're out there and you have watermelon and feta cheese, Greek feta cheese, it's a wonderful combination. Sounds weird, but it's not. They do that out there. That being said, just thank you to each and every single one of you. It was not an on-site marathon, but me and Shoku basically came to the consensus that it was probably our most demanding to organize, and well, not to organize, but to run. It was a over 60-hour show. There was two of us. Basically, we were splitting nights, and the rest of the time was basically both of us at the bar, just, you know, running everything.
It was a blessing in disguise not being like at a live event, because usually we're like, let's say a DreamHack or whatever, we have to like stop Sunday at 7 o'clock. But now we didn't have like a deadline, so we were just like, oh, we can keep this show going. I think we stopped at like 2 a.m.
yeah, no, we stopped pretty late, but it was all worth it. And the big shout outs to the Level Best for, you know, sparking and maintaining these important conversations that was happening, you know, during the event. As we said, we finished later, but in the end, we didn't take more time. We just took the time that was needed, really, given the circumstances. And as I was saying, you know, we can't organize an event that support the Black Lives Matter movement and be like, oh, you know what, we have a black member of our community who's speaking, you know, but the show must go on, you know, can you just cut it? No, I would have never done that. And I think it's important to just, you know, like to not just be honest, but to kind of follow through. You know, if you're gonna say you're supporting something, don't just say it, show it. And even though it's, you know, it's not much, you know, in the grand scheme of things, all we did was sit back and let these conversations happen, and we let people get uncomfortable, as Level Best said. And, you know, it's yeah, and that actually, you know, I'm talking about this, and that was one of the shout outs, you know, big shout outs to the Level Best, who, you know, was pretty much the face and the heart of representing the Black Lives Matter movement on our stream over the weekend.
Even on Twitch.
Yeah,
we were front page when he was first talking about that. Like, first front page at like I don't know, like 5 a.m. We had like 10K viewers, and he was the face of the Black Lives Matter movement on Twitch at
On
that
front
time.
page, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think we got the highest amount of viewers we've ever had during his speech.
Oh well, it was the high. We had the highest amount of views in NoReset's history over that weekend. We capped at over 2.06 million views over 3 days.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
mean, the amount of simultaneous viewers, I think the highest we've ever gotten was during Level Best Speak.
Yeah, it was 9,800 and something, just shy of 10,000.
Yeah.
And and also, you know, Atomic L, Big John, J-Rock the God, and Hurry Boy, you know. Hurry Boy, who was one of the Resident Evil Outbreak File 2 runners. He's from France. Yep. And so thank you to all of you, basically, for putting a human face to the movement. You know, sometimes it's... A lot of people see Black Lives Matter, and to them it's like, it's a hashtag, it's a tweet, it's a social media post, it's maybe a video. But to have, like, real people just, you know, like... Just like us, you know, other runners who are part of the black community come and speak up and kind of, how should I put it, like, making it more tangible. Like, you know, this happens to real people that you know, and you don't know it's happening to them. So it was important, you know, and we were blessed and honored to have them on our stream. So thank you for that. Also, we had a wonderful team of hosts, you know. Once again, the Level Best, who did a tremendous job with, you know, use this time in the best possible way. And Dr. Maxtermind, the speaker, and Mariel, Bencho Sly, who's in chat, IG Dagger, Twan Man, Electronic Logic, and Eternal Enigma, Texan Red Wolf, and Zombie Punk. That's zombie with an X, not a Z. Our
Zombie
mod
Punk.
Yeah, zombie. No, it's still pronounced Zombie Punk, but
yeah, I know.
Our mod team, honestly, you know, like we were saying, we peaked at just shy of 10,000 viewers, simultaneous viewers, and we banned less than 60 people, I think. You know, or I think we banned like 23 people and timed out less than 60 of them, and you know, I think our mods really being on the ball and everything. You know, first off, we had a really good Twitch chat overall, but also our mods being really on the ball and, you know, cutting it as soon as it started. You know, when the trolls came in or the bigots or whatever, they started spewing their shit. Our mods were really like, you know, nothing was going through, and that mod team, you know, there's actually some names from the host team as well, as you'll see, but an Eternal Enigma, Bencho Sly, Electronic Logic, IG Dagger, Jovine, JWR Harding, Namajnag, Rubber Ducky Assassin, Squee, Level Best, and Zombie Punk. So thank you to our whole mod team, because that was actually some very, very hard and very important work as well. You know, especially with the cause that we were supporting. You know, the trolls are going to show up. You know, the bigots are going to show up. And, you know, just take a banhammer straight between their eyes and just, you know, get rid of them. You know, throw them off the side of the stream.
It's very hard being a good mod, because especially during a like 60 hours long marathon, you have to, you know, you have to keep your eyes on the chat at all times, basically, because if something happens, you either don't want people to see it, or like you want to act fast. So
yeah, exactly.
You need to keep like at least one eye on the chat at all times.
And that's the thing. The hardest part is acting fast without going overboard.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, some people were boundary testing.
Yeah, but I mean, some of them were just asking questions and...
Yeah, but that's the thing, you know, sometimes it's just hard to be able to tell whether or not they're just, you know, are they being smartasses about it and just trying to kind of, you know, skirt the line between getting banned or just, you know, faire fret, Dim. C'est quoi faire fret, Dim? Fait fret, tu veux dire? Non, fait pas fret. Il fait pas fret, fait foin. Anyway, it's really, really... Ouais, c'est ça. Non, il fait pas fret. Fait pas fret, ça. So, you know, some of them eventually, like, you know, we're kind of giving some people the benefit of the doubt, and that benefit was kind of just thrown to the wayside pretty quick, and we had to act. We had to kind of have a hard stance on pretty much everything, and despite the hard stance, like I said, it was a very respectful crowd, and, you know, we're very grateful and we're proud of that, actually, you know, because we do believe that the community and the Twitch chat that you have reflects the kind of community that you foster and that you maintain and that you cultivate. You know, your community is the product of who you are and how you want to handle your stream. That's direct, and I mean, of course, you know, like any organization, the bigger you grow, the more trolls are attracted to your chat and stuff like that. But you know, it's important to make sure that you don't give them the chance to kind of have a voice, and you just, you know, you cut it short as you can. So our mods are our first line of defense against that in Twitch chat. So, you know, some people think, oh, you know, it's just being a mod, you know, but if we give you that sword, it means something, and it means that we trust you to use your judgment and to, you know, it's a sword because basically you're the strong arm of the organization in chat, and we don't.
I always
take this
thought
lightly.
it should have been a. I always thought it should have been a hammer, though.
We
Yeah,
can make it a hammer.
yeah, we could. I prefer, you know, heads rolling, so a sword is more fitting. So, you know, Choku was lazy, so I have to check the schedule, but we're gonna shout out all our runners. I might be saying some names in double there, but I'll try not to. So, we're gonna start off with, you know, we opened the show with Pessimism, then it was Shido, Witch Rain, Smash Fiend, Mango Punch, Carcinogen SDA, JWR Harding, Mondo Mantra, Chad Thorson, Soulless Persona, Nico MKW, Dr. Maxtermind, Level Best, Mumuni, Dark and Rose, WX Chris, Hurry Boy, The Nevs 07, IG Dagger, Video Game Roulette, Alexanderson, Dr. Chosen, Namajnag, Atomic L, Texan Red Wolf. We also had Catlink and Spoopy Penguin. And did I say Chad Thorson? I mentioned Chad,
Yeah.
didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so that was pretty much everyone, and also obviously Big John and J Rock the God, who joined us during the Black Lives Matter segment, where we basically just cut off the Resident Evil 7 run, and we had like a segment where, you know, we gave them the stage, and it was honestly, it was a wonderful moment. You know, it was a tough moment, but it was necessary, and it was also beautiful. So thank you. And to each and every single one of you who submitted to this event, or, you know, trusted DD to not be a bot when he reached out to you, I'd like to say thank you.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
Yeah. Oh, and yes, big shout outs to Catlink's Olives. Yeah, that was Yep. And we had you know, we this event, we just broke all records in terms of amount of donations, biggest single donation, the donation total, like highest concurrent viewership, highest amount of views over a weekend. You know, it was insane.
Guess
know-
Moncton too.
Huh?
Longest stream.
Yeah, it was the longest stream we've had, actually, I think. And
Now.
yeah, and we finished over 12,000 final amount.
12,062.22, if I recall correctly.
And well, actually, after the event, we got a $20 donation by Oshutter Photo, who says every little bit helps. And J Gamers Lives donated $3 and says, because this time I can actually donate. And you know, we keep saying that, you know, there's no donation amount that's too small or too big, but I want to emphasize on too small. And if you can't donate, that's fine. You know, life can be tough on everyone. Not everyone has disposable income to do donations. Your heart can be in the right place. Just because you don't donate does not mean that you don't care. And I want to thank everyone who also just watched, shared, discussed. You know, if you just spread the word about the event, like I keep saying, you might be making a donation by proxy and you don't know it. So keep spreading the word whenever we have an event, and that's also a great way to, you know, to promote the event, to donate. And also, Émilie vient nous raider avec 34 personnes. Merci, Émilie. Colin, t'es bien fine.
Hey, c'est la blonde du chum d'Emily.
C'est la blonde du chum d'Émilie, ouais, c'est ça. Comment ça va? On lâche pas la patate. Allô? Hey, merci. Ben, en tout cas, merci à... Unraid. C'est quoi ça, Unraid? Un raid? Ouais, en fait, effectivement, Emily, c'est un raid. Ouais, le stream t'en aidait parce que c'est un événement qu'on avait fait en ligne avec une crowd surtout états-unienne. Donc, le post-show, il va en conséquence. Mais si vous avez des questions en français, on va vous répondre sans problème. Mais il n'y a pas de gameplay aujourd'hui. On fait un retour sur le show qu'on a eu il y a 2 semaines pour le mouvement Black Lives Matter. On a ramassé des fonds pour le Bell Project. On a défoncé 12 000 CAC US qui faisait au-dessus de 15 000 Canadiens. Puis c'est comme notre plus gros montant qu'on a ramassé. Puis ça a été un des plus beaux événements qu'on a fait. C'était le premier événement en ligne, puis il va en avoir d'autres. I was hoping to be able to announce what our next online event is. I just need to... Thank you, Mimi. Lâchez pas la patate, vous autres, c'est ça le raid message. Mais merci tout le monde. Don't let go of the potato, you others. That's the literal translation word for word, but basically it simply means, you know, don't give up, you know, keep it going. And we won't give up, and we'll keep going. That's for sure. And it's G-Virus in the flesh, and there's a lot of that. You know, there's. Thanks for the host. Merci pour le raid, Emily, pour vrai, c'est super apprécié. Fait que don't give up the rainbow potato.
By the way, if I may, while you're doing the shout out, I know I said that like twice during the marathon, but I'm gonna say it again. Big shout out to Igdisis. Without this guy, most runners I wouldn't have been able to find.
Yeah, and big shoutouts to the Resident Evil community at large. I mean, you guys showed up and showed out. Like, honestly, it was amazing. And, you know, it's a bit ironic that my name is G-Virus and I've never speedrun a Resident Evil game. Although I guess I kind of dabbled in Resident Evil 3 Remake and I might get back to it. But, you know, most of these people didn't know anything about us. And, you know, they saw that there was a Resident Evil marathon and people crazy enough to try and do the whole series in a weekend, and they jumped in, and it was amazing to have the support of the whole community like that. And I gotta say, you have an amazing community. The Resident Evil community is really, really great, and yeah, honestly, thank you.
I would say the speedrunning community at large is great.
Yep, that is very true. So I think that's it. Well, and also I was going to forget, but thank you to our patrons, because we have a Patreon now. And why a Patreon, you ask? Well, to have that kind of infrastructure that we're using for online events, it costs money. It's a monthly thing that we need to maintain. And the patrons are actually the ones supporting us and helping us pay for that. And the more patrons we have, the more regularly scheduled content we will put forward on the channel. Right now, we're actually... we're going to have our regular programming. We need to finalize the schedule, but essentially all 4 of us will have a day in the week during the week. I think it's from Tuesday to Friday or Monday to Thursday, I'm not sure. But we're covering 1 day each. And it's more or less speedrunning related content. Sometimes it's community gaming nights, other times it's speedrunning content. Shokushu is doing their speedrunning workshop where he picks some very obscure games that no one speedruns and tries to, you know, get it going. I know that VGR was going to do some... were you going to do some Axiom Verge randomizer? Or
some randomizer, and also I'm bringing back my roulette wheel, so I'll be doing a lot of random games that I used to run back in the day at random.
Awesome. And Dom, I think, was going to do some Worlds Collide?
I'm gonna be playing a lot of randomizers, actually. Final Fantasy 1, 4, and 6, Zelda 1, Super Mario Bros. 3, but I still don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but the thing is, it will always be linked to Patreon. The more patrons we have, the harder it's gonna get. Every time.
You should you should call your event Random.
Oh, damn. Mais non, ça marche pas. Faudrait que le nom de son event, ça se pourrait Randidier.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure, Amy. But I mean, I wouldn't be against trying a Pokemon Nuzlocke on NoReset Twitch. It's not gonna be a one-day thing, but still.
I thought you were gonna stream Pokemon Smile.
Those are 2 things I hate.
Pokemon and smiling. Oh man.
But yeah, it's always going to be linked to Patreon, and as I said, the more patrons we have, the harder it's going to get every single time.
So basically something about each patron, basically if we have, like right now we're standing at 21, I believe. So you're gonna
Yeah.
put everything to level 21. What is it? Or add 21
Well,
levels to everything?
yeah, last time I played Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide, and the thing was that since we had 21 patrons, I put the normal options and increased every single enemy's level by 21.
Is there like a ceiling to that madness?
255.
Okay.
So the max single bite.
Yeah.
You know what you gotta do.
Oh,
go
gee,
chat.
I'm gonna find something when I'm gonna be playing something else.
Grayson, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the N64 version of Resident Evil actually has a built-in randomizer mode. Like I mean, it was in the original game. But yeah, I mean, so if you know, yeah, look it up. And so, like I said, and also if you go on, if someone wants to drop it in chat, we also have a form that's actually on the Discord right now and that is live for people to submit.
If you check les annonces,
Ah, ben moi je peux pas, c'est pour ça que je demande à vous autres. Tous mes écrans sont genre.
Parfait, I'll do it.
Thanks. Mais tu l'avais déjà? Anyway, that being said, where was I? I think I saw a squirrel and then I completely lost my train of thought. Yes. So that link right there is the form for the community spotlight submissions. So 1 or 2 days a week, depending on the amount of responses we get, because we want to spread it. This is basically going to be throughout the year. We're going to refresh that form once every 3 months to take in the submissions, depending on how many people we're going to have. But you know, if there's a game you want to showcase, or a series, or a randomizer, whatever it is, fill out that form, and we're gonna give you the chance to showcase it on our stream on the NoReset channel. That's also thanks to the RTMP server that our patrons are helping us support. And with that form, you'll be able to showcase it on the stream. And we're hoping to get a diverse set of very creative content, in the sense that yes, if you want to showcase the different categories of Super Metroid, that's gonna work. But if there's this one game that pretty much similar to the Speedrun Workshop, but if there's this one game that you're like, I know this is an amazing game, I know it's not very well known by the community, you can submit that too. It doesn't have to be, as I call them, AAA speedrun games, or the speedrun royalty. It doesn't have to be a Mario, Zelda, or anything like that. Think outside of the box. I mean, we want some crazy stuff to showcase on the stream, and yeah, get those submissions in. So what's next? What's next, guys? Because now we're gonna review the feedback, right? I believe.
Well, we can also maybe drop a word about the our next online event. We don't have any a lot to say about it, but we plan on doing another.
Yeah, but we're planning on doing another one, but we can't say what it is yet because I'm waiting on some confirmation.
Yeah, of course, but
yeah.
I mean, we this was our first event, but
there's more coming.
We want to make more, because I think everybody liked it, and we like doing it. So
yeah, that's for sure. And for the dates, we're aiming mid-August. I reassure you, it's not going to be at the same time as GDQ, because that would be so stupid on so many levels, for so many reasons. But we're aiming at mid-August. If everything goes well, I could say that it would be anywhere between the 6th and the 8th of August. And I think that's the weekend I'm looking for. And yeah, we're definitely going to be giving you more information, hopefully within this week. We're going to have more information about that. And hopefully an announcement with open submissions by the end of this week. If not, the week after that, for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of an announcement of an announcement, but essentially it's in the works. And if it's not that, then we have another theme that we want to work on. We have
what we're saying is there's gonna be an announcement.
We can't say about what is going to be for the next online marathon. Yeah, well, I mean, depending if what we're working towards works, yes, it will be a themed marathon. But all I can say right now, it's not going to be about one series in particular. But you know, there will be an overarching arching theme to it, and we'll keep you posted for sure. We'll share as soon as we have more information.
Yeah. It's easier to do a team marathon when you do it online.
That too. Theme marathon. I think we're gonna save our theme marathons for online events, and keep our live events.
You have much more reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's easier to find runners. I mean, that's another thing we should talk about is that during our Resident Evil marathon, we had runners from France, Australia, Germany,
Wales.
Wales. I think we had one runner from South America. Oh, we had someone in chat, but
One shot.
was someone in chat who was watching. But we had people literally from like all around the world, and that was pretty insane. And I mean, that's something that we didn't know at the time when we put up the schedule, because you know you see a runner and everything, we look into them, but we didn't think of going on their Speedrun.com profile, and so it was quite a surprise to see that we had so many people from so many different countries and continents. I mean, it was it's damn, like Australia. That's as far as we can go, I think. Like physically on the map, that's as far as we can go. Next, we send someone. We'll call our boy Elon and be like, "Yo, send someone on the Mars," and they're going to be running Red Faction Guerrilla on Mars.
Yeah.
Can be more thematic than that, I think. That's the dream. Or ship another Tesla in space and have the run in the Tesla from space. Then whoever's in the spacesuit can actually blame the controller. It's probably gonna melt. So there we go.
Yeah, probably.
you heard it here first, folks. All right, ciao Ben. Abraham.
Take care, Ben.
Take care.
Oh, Ben. Yeah, just to be clear, this was not the official announcement.
Yeah, this was not it. The delay, yeah, the delay would be quite something.
Yeah, Speedrun Underground.
Oh no, even better than that. We do a theme marathon with the Alien series, for the Ridley Scott movie in the International Space Station.
Nice.
In honor of Ian Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some people that work there. Just kidding.
All right, but I digress. So coming up, what do we have next? What's going on?
Yeah, we can go on feedback, unless Dom has something to say.
No, I was about to say the exact same thing.
Wow. All right.
All right, then let's move on to feedback. I'll let you
All right,
guys
I'm
go
gonna grab
through
a
it.
drink
'Cause,
while they
So
do
yeah,
that.
you want me to go through it? Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I made a list of feedback you gave us. You gave back to us on Discord. We had a special channel for feedback related things. First of all, thanks to everyone who submitted feedback. Like, this is our lifeblood. This is what we use to make our events better. You guys gave us some great feedback since day one that we started this whole thing, and listening to you and like modifying things about how we do stuff actually made us go to the next level. So we're always gonna do that. And G-Virus always says this is done by and for the community. So yeah, we basically need that. So I made a few points. I'm gonna go through them and gonna discuss them.
Wait,
Hey, what's up?
I'm gonna interrupt you for a second because I just thought of one thing we need to do. Ali Sweetman.
Yes. Oh, we forgot that shout out. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ali, who's the head of the Charity and Diversity program at Twitch. Ali's been helping us, and providing us with front page support since 2017, I think was the first time. And so we've been working with Ali for 3 years now, and there hasn't been a single event where we requested front page support that we didn't get it so far. And I know she's been going to bat for us like a lot. So I just want to say thank you, Ali, for everything. Basically, it's one of the main reasons why we can reach so many people and have our platform, have a much wider reach is because you provide us with this front page support, and without it, it would never have the same impact and never would go as far as it does. So I just want to say thank you, honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, from everyone at NoReset. It means a lot. It does.
Yeah, thank you, Ali.
Hey, Uri Boy, Dom, what's up, guys? Smash Fiend, what's up?
Yo, a lot of people in here. So, want me to proceed with the feedback now?
Yeah, I
let's
think
go.
I'm done.
Alright, so first of all, we had something that came back a lot about the like the order of runs that we did. We did a canonical order, so the all the Resident Evils were like in order of the story. So that was cool, but it was also long at times. Especially if we're thinking about Resident Evil 6, which
I
had
think Resident
4
Evil 6
categories.
was like the one segment that people mentioned when talking about that.
Yeah, especially because the rest was really good actually, but Resident Evil 6 was like 8 hours long, and it was both tiring for the viewers, the runners, and the hosts. So, but yeah, at the same time,
I mean, for especially if I was G-Virus sample, yeah, I mean, I guess I could, but my face would be like a big eye, and I'd probably be Cronenberging my body to hell and back. I don't feel like it. Not right now. And I mean, yes, it was tiring, but I'll just say this: people who run RPGs, they have 8-hour-long runs as well. So to me, that was my thought process when we did the schedule, is that we wanted to do everything in canonical order, and that's also why we asked Tex and Red Wolf to pick up one of the 3 categories that Solus Persona was going to do. Now, one of the things we considered when doing the schedule, we're like, okay, well, one thing that would work well to separate the Resident Evil 6 run would have been to have, Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2, to split it in half.
Yeah.
The only problem was that it wouldn't work because Solus Persona was running Revelations 1, 2, and 2 of the 2 last Resident Evil 6 categories. So, it's, we tried, we thought about it, we went with it. I understand the point, though, like that maybe it was Resident Evil 6 being quite a long game, but also the campaigns are pretty different. I don't know, that I think I would have to see like how many people really disliked it. Is it because like some people mentioned it, or is it because everyone really like hated that whole segment, which I doubt, because I think it was still a great showcase. But yeah, if we could, we would have split it. We would have put a little bit of a breather between all the categories.
We couldn't expect one person to run through the whole thing too. I mean, when we put the 4 categories, we were kind of expecting 4 different peoples.
Yeah.
yeah.
But we didn't get that luxury, apparently. And also, yeah, and that's a thing too, like for the Resident Evil 2 Claire A, we didn't get Claire B and Leon B. We went with what we could get from the submissions. I mean, the goal was to showcase all campaigns, at least. So doing all scenarios, that would have been, I think it would have been a stretch, because at that point there's not that much of a difference between all 4. With Resident Evil 6, at least it's 4 different campaigns, with some campaigns intersecting at some moments with similar. But whereas if you have Claire A, Leon A, Claire B, Leon B, I think it's a bit redundant. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's it. So, yeah. I mean,
Oh, okay, sorry.
If I had to do it all over again, splitting Resident Evil 6 would be based on how many runners we have to do all 4 categories. If I get 4 different runners, I would still stick with doing everything in canonical order. And as for hosts, I mean, it was Resident Evil 6. The whole block was like 6 hours, I believe.
7.
6 to 8 hours.
So, tiring for the hosts. I mean, we could, worst case, we can put 2 hosts to split the shift. I mean, we're trying to give the host like 3 to 4 hour blocks, I believe, which is pretty standard.
There were 3 different hosts during that block.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, Tex and Red Wolf did the first one. I think Ben did the second one, and Zombie Punk did the last two. And the reason why I put it like that is because the last two were shorter.
There you
Okay.
go.
Well, also, yeah, the whole thing was me adding that. I assumed that it was starting for the host too.
I don't think we've had hosts doing like much longer blocks than that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like you.
So.
But I mean, Eternal Enigma did 6 hours by himself.
Yeah, Enigma's a pro. Like let's give the man, some credit. He's one of the best hosts we've had, and he could probably do this for a living. I think that guy could work the radio or the TV, and
I told him during the run, this is a Markiplier level of radiophonic voice.
yeah, he's got an amazing voice, that's for sure. But yeah, okay, so I think that's been covered. But yeah, we take notes. I mean, we'll try some things. Some of the things we try will work. Others won't work as well. We'll see. We'll work with what we have in future similar marathons, and yeah.
It will be case by case.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll and not a lot of games have 4 different campaigns with 2-hour categories each. That's a pretty unique scenario, I think. So
We do Seiken Densetsu 3 with each characters one by one.
yeah. All right. So
All
what's next?
Yeah, next up is some positive feedback. I don't always include them because usually there's not much discussion to have about it, except saying thanks. But I think this one was great. So a lot of people said it was a great thing to pause the runs to talk about important stuff. So yeah, Black Lives Matter, and also we had something interesting saying maybe we could have multiple cams when that happens, but obviously we didn't plan for this, so our layouts weren't like set up for this. But yeah, it's something that could have been cool.
But I saw the feedback, and also that's one of the things, like the layout that we have right now, that for anything similar in the future, that's also the kind of layout we could have with 4 people, talking, and the 4 cameras. Like, I know it's easily doable. In the heat of the moment, it was kind of hard to kind of scramble and just when you're running a live event and you have Twitch front page, you don't want to risk like anything just crashing. We had OBS die on us twice. At that point, I was kind of weary of just trying to flip a layout on the fly like this. But for future events, I'm gonna prepare a scene just in case for 4-way video discussions. That's for sure.
But yeah, I think it was also I also think it was a great thing that we could just like Avasam is saying in chat, we're impressed for time, like in live events, so we could just like take our time and say like, okay, so this is just a video game. I have something to talk about that is more important. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, so next point. We had some audio issues during the marathon. I remember because there were some coming from the runner side and some from our side. I remember like the bumper we use, the big like splash page that says NoReset and plays a song. We didn't have audio on that during the weekend. We fixed it
After the event
already.
But
yeah, most of the audio issues that we had during the event, we already nailed them. We fixed them. Unfortunately, when it was on the runner side, we have less like power.
we have little control over them, but also on my end, I figured out a way to kind of do better tech checks with the runners before the event, and for future online events, it will be addressed, and we'll make sure that everything's up to par with the kind of quality that we've come to deliver with live events. We want online events to be on par with live events in terms of quality and show running and everything.
Yeah, and one thing we gotta take into account is like no matter how prepared you are, things do happen. You know,
Mhm.
like I went through with a lot of these people myself and did all the tech checks beforehand, and then a few of them had issues just before going live where things got changed, and it's like at that point you only have so much time to
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
fix things. So
Yeah, we're gonna
yeah,
keep the show rolling.
exactly right.
That's the beauty of live events.
Also, and all the adrenalines that come with it.
Yeah.
Next point, or you have something else to add?
No, next point. Go ahead.
All right. A suggestion that was submitted to us was would have been cool to be able to like for the host to be able to introduce themselves between the runs, like during the transition. We used to we used during the marathon we would tell the host to introduce themselves at the beginning of the run. This was due to some it was a technical point because we were using like the runner audio for Discord and it was muted until the run started, so it was just like a technical point.
Well, we've already
Obviously,
fixed the setup. Basically, it's gonna.
yeah, we
it's gonna-
already did it. But yeah, it's a good point because I think like the downtime could have been used for the host to introduce themselves, introduce the runner, the run, or whichever, talk about the charity.
Yeah. So, and also another thing is that, you know, a lot of the runners, and that I'm just gonna put out as a blanket statement, basically. A lot of the runners, you know, they give us an estimate of, let's say, 45 minutes. The schedule can be kept up to date, and we can't actually follow your estimate if you take 5 to 10 minutes talking about your run before we hit start. The estimate you give us accounts for the time between we start the timer and when you call time. And you know when the run's over. Now, a lot of that was basically people about, you know, talking about the Black Lives Matter movement and everything, and I will never stop anyone from doing that. That's for sure. Let's say if this was a regular marathon with a more regular setting, the best advice, and basically that on us, what we're gonna do is we're maybe just gonna have a more of a tighter direction. So whoever's, you know, manning the OBS or running the run of show, we're just gonna coach the host, the runners, better manage their time that they have on the stream. Let's say, you know, you have a run starting and everything, and now the host, before we go to the bumper, like that video animation that's like 10 seconds with the NoReset logo, you know, the host we're probably going to tell the host to be like, okay, so coming up next we have Resident Evil Outbreak File 2 with Chris, Furry Boy, Dark and Rose, and I'm forgetting someone. Now I feel like an idiot, but anyway, you get the point.
The NEMS.
The Nevs 07,
NEMS,
yes.
NEMS.
The Nevs 07 coming out right next, so stay tuned. And then we cut to the bumper, and then the runners are there. They've already been introduced. They can just go, hi, I'm so on and so forth. And we're ready to go. 3, 2, 1, go. We do the timer, and then after that, they can start talking about their runs. So that's stuff that we're just going to be, you know, more. We're going to give more guidance to everyone involved with the show to make sure that time is managed better. And in the end, it'll be better for the viewers as well. There's going to be a tighter flow and more consistent flow to the overall show, and I think that going to benefit everyone on, you know, different levels of the actual marathon.
Yeah, running this marathon is just like a speed run. It's always like optimizations and stuff.
So
yeah. Ready to go on the next point?
yeah.
All right. So the next point is well, it's also a positive point. It's about the RTMP streaming. I think it's important to talk about it since it was the first time we were using it. And one thing, it's very simple and very easy to understand. Like doing the actual setup from nothing takes about 5 minutes, and it keeps a good video quality as well. So this was really, the RTP server all around was really a godsend to us.
Yeah, and it worked really well. It worked as intended. We didn't have any bugs except for the two times OBS crashed, and we figured out why, and that's something on OBS's side. so we know what not to do to trigger that bug at this point. So that's gonna be fixed. But yeah, I mean, and essentially the way we were running everything was very simple for the runners as well. And yeah, once again, big shout outs to VGR and Willow for setting that up. Honestly,
It was a pleasure, man. I'm just glad that it all worked as good as it did. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because we did a whole bunch of tests, we stress test the hell out of it, and I was pretty confident that we were good to go. But you never know with these things, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It's just like speed runs, right? The day of the curse happens and things hit the fan, right?
yeah, I mean, you know, when you go live, all bets are off. It's always like that. No matter how many
Exactly.
tech checks you do and how prepared you are, once you're live, if something can go wrong, it probably will. Even though you've tested it and you've vetted the system and everything, you know. But honestly,
Murphy's Law.
yeah, Murphy's Law, pretty much. So what we're
Yeah.
gonna do is we're gonna strap a peanut butter toast onto the RTMP server so that it never falls flat. A cat on one side and a peanut butter toast on the other side with the peanut butter facing outwards. So that way the server is gonna float in air because the cat always lands on its feet and the toast always lands on the peanut butter side. So that way it cannot be one or the other. There you have it, folks.
Yeah.
RTMP.
That's how it works.
RTP.
Yeah. Yeah. RTMP stands for really tasty muffin poutine. But yeah, and last point, which I already addressed on Discord. I'm just gonna take this one real quick, but let's see. I bring it over here.
I mean, in the meantime, people can get on general if they want to talk.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to join in the live segment, or as I like to call it, NoReset meets Bonjour les sportifs. Get in general.
Yeah.
We'll make sure to.
We're just gonna make the raffles, and then we're gonna start the open line segment.
Yeah, I'm watching, so you're gonna be pulled in order.
Yeah, I dragged the admin group closer to the everyone group so we can drag and drop people.
Thanks.
So let's see, feedback RE 2020. So regarding the donation incentives, every single runner who was selected for this event received an email with all the information they needed about the marathon. Yes, I'm practically reading what I wrote, but that's because that's exactly all I have to say about the matter. But including that email included the link to the donation incentive submission. The donation is I'm gonna rewind. The donation incentive submission form. That's a mouthful. Only 2 people answered that form, and we only had 2 incentives. And now, one thing that's on us is that we didn't push for it. We didn't send reminders about it. We didn't, we sent out the email, and but also, with COVID, with everything that was happening, and the marathon being, put together in a pretty tight time frame, and with the RTMP that we needed to set up and all the tests that was involved in that, we were spread a little bit thin there in terms of pre-production. But for future events, we're gonna go back to our old habits of pushing for incentives and whatnot. But that's pretty much where that part ends, because it's something that's being a recurring thing. I don't know if it's just speedrunning at large or if it's just within NoReset, but a lot of people are always saying we need more incentives, we need more this, we need more that. And regarding incentives, I mean, we can't come up with those for you. That's from the runners. You can't start looking up, possible incentives and suggesting them, because I mean, if you know your games way better than we ever will, and that's part of the reason. And also, we don't want to impose incentives on people either. So the best way to do this is to have runners come up with them. If you want to submit an incentive, that's perfect. If you don't, that's also perfect. It's just that it has to really come from the runner side to be able to push these. And once again, because Level Best was mentioning how giving people more of a short-term goal and everything, and how unrealistic numbers. First of all, I don't think the numbers were unrealistic. But if we had more incentives, then the goals would be, you know, shorter in between. You know, if we have like over the course of a 60-hour marathon and we have like, I don't know, 5 incentives, then we're gonna stretch them. But if we have like 30 of them, that's a completely different story. And you know, like I also mentioned on Discord, I was not a fan of doing incentives on the fly either, but we were working with what we had, and some people came up to us like last second and they're like, oh, you know, we got this, we got that, we could do this. You know, if all of this could have been done before the event through the donation submission, the incentive submission form, then it could have been a whole different ball game. Because not just that, if you submit your incentives and we can publish them 2-3 weeks before the event alongside the schedule, then you can hype them up to your communities, spread the word on social media and everything that, you know, I'm going to do this run. By the way, if you want to see this happen, here's the goal. So we're also.
I remember in Atlanta, one of our runners was doing a Super Mario Bros. 2 run, and his incentive they submitted was he would cosplay as Peach.
Yeah, exactly. It's not always
like cops.
Yeah, mind you, the guy has like big beard, so it was something else. So that was something that he sent out to his own community. He was like, I'm gonna be at NoReset, and if you want to see me cosplaying Peach running SMB2, you know what to do. And this guy was the first of the marathon. It was the first run of the marathon, and so the goal was kind of low, but still, we opened the donations one day before, and the guy arrived at the event to do his run, and the goal was already met.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you know, we can work with you no matter like how far-fetched you think the incentive is, or you know, think outside of the box, surprise us, you know. And we always like things that are out there. And so there's, oh yeah, I see, that's the kind of thing that we could have seen with the RE3 run.
Yeah, because the incentive don't mean to be something you're gonna do in the game. I do remember Electronic Logic having people who donated having their names written on his head.
There's probably a clip about that. He was running the Joy of Kaizo at DreamHack Atlanta 2019.
Yeah.
I suggest you watch that VOD. And yes, I did write my name in red marker on his forehead.
Yeah, there were 7 names on his head, which means $350 just for that.
Yeah.
And this was not in the game, so use your imaginations.
Yeah, and that was great. I mean, yeah, it was worth $50 a pop for someone to, you know, get your name on his shaved head. That was great. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, it doesn't have to just be in game. It can be silly stuff that's outside the box. Now, mind you, keep it classy. You know, if you want to strap a phallic object to your forehead, that's not going to make it in, obviously. But yeah, I mean, surprise us, really, is what it comes down to. And you know, for future events, we'll make sure once again to push for them, to make do the proper follow-ups. And because right now all the most of the lead work for the infrastructure for the RTMP server and all the online marathons, a lot, like the bulk of that is taken care of. Of course, there's always going to be optimization, you know, quality of life upgrades and stuff like that that we're gonna keep working on. Well, VGR and Willow are going to keep working on, and but yeah, other than that, that's a big chunk that's out of the way. And also, we gained a lot of experience doing this first online marathon. There's a lot of things that, you know, we're going to do differently internally, and it's going to reflect better on your overall show. Oh, thanks for the host, Furry Boy. Oh, and I think I missed one. Oh, Crescent Water Gaming. Thank you for the host. Got a bunch of follows there and everything. Thank you. Oh yeah, man. Oh, and there was this at Line ETS. Was it 2020 or 2019?
19.
So we had a raffle for a laptop that was provided to us by Line ETS, and man, then someone jokingly said, "Oh, we have this beautiful cardboard box, you know," and someone said, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be one of the raffle. Every $1 donation, you know, and you get a chance to win the box." And it's really just a regular shipping cardboard box, super bland, the kind of thing that Solid Snake would use to sneak around Shadow Moses, and it's it raised like $120, I think.
Something like that.
It
I was
was-
like, even if 2 people donate, it's $2 that we wouldn't get if we didn't do that. So
Yeah.
it's gonna make people laugh. And yeah, that was more than $2.
Yeah, but and it was just a regular cardboard box with nothing in it. People signed it. We started passing it around for people to be able to sign it. But other than that,
Everybody who was still there at the end of the marathon signed it.
Yeah.
Super Big Kmart took a whole side by himself.
but yeah, that was so yeah, once again, think outside the box or inside the cardboard box, whatever works for you. And that's true, yeah, because everyone signed the box and its value just skyrocketed. Max Beaulieu won it, I think. Who's that again? I don't know. So
Oops.
Who? So the TLDR, like I said on Discord, read the emails, they're important, and submit incentives, and we'll use them to the best of our abilities. Get creative and think outside the box. Surprise us, really. Because the incentives are a big part of... Like, I wonder what the final total for the build project would have looked like if we had, as many incentives as we would have liked. If we had more to work with, it's, they're incentives. The goal is to incentivize people to donate more and reach certain goals. I mean, the tofu run was brilliant, by the way. Thank you, VGR and Chad, for coming up with that. Yeah, so that's. I think that's it for the feedback.
Yeah, it is. It's a wrap.
Damn, almost sub-hour on the first part of the show.
One more thing I want to say about the incentive, though. Even if you think nobody is going to be interested, just submit it anyway, because you never know. I mean, we did raise like $400 for someone to sing the Pokemon theme song.
That's true. That is very true.
So you
French?
never know. Yeah, in French.
Oh yeah, it's true. That was
In
probably
the US.
in the US. That was probably part of the appeal, to be honest.
Yeah.
That was in Atlanta 2018, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Phantasma.
The runner learned French for this.
Yeah, Hurry Boy's like, I would sing in French.
Yeah, of course you would.
It doesn't count.
Ça c'est de la triche. Ça compte pas. C'est... Ben peut-être
If
en
you-
fait. Je sais pas.
If you do that, Hurry Boy, you sing it in Japanese.
No, he could sing in French, but like... a
Oh, no,
Quebec
no.
song.
Non, Hurry Boy, tu peux chanter la tune de Pokémon. Mais à chaque fois qu'il dit Pokémon, faut que tu dises un sacre en québécois différent. Genre tabarnak, calice, esti, ciboire, sacrament.
I
Faut
would
que tu
pay
le
for
gueules,
that.
là. Ça, le monde paierait. Là. Ça, là, je te dis tout de suite, ça sera un immense succès avec tout le monde partout.
Tabarnak, attrapez-les tous.
Ouais. Calvaire, gotta catch 'em all. Tabarnak, attrapez les. Hey, mais ça marche. Ça serait malade.
Yeah. Becoming a thing.
It's gonna be a thing. All right. So here we're gonna go to a quick break on our end. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. If you want to be on the show, to talk to us live and share your thoughts about anything about the show, really, get in general on the Discord. If you're not on the Discord for whatever reason, get in there. If you're not a patron, get in there. If you want a t-shirt, get in there. If you want the schedule, well, too late, the event's over. But that being said, we're going to take a...
It's there.
Yeah, exactly. It's there. So we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm
Hey.
G-Virus, and we are officially back for the second part of the show, which is going to be the Open Lions on Discord. Get on Discord now. You want to talk to us. If you don't, then don't. And stay home and just do nothing. If you're not watching us, I'm not even talking to you, because obviously you can't hear me. That being said, one thing before we move on. Yeah, big science. 400 IQ science. There's two things we need to take care of. Well, one thing really is just that it's got a couple of little things inside the thing, and raffles is what we're going to take care of right now before moving on to the next part of the show. The first raffle is actually from our previous event before the Resident Evil Marathon. We had a little marathon at Montréal Joue for Opération Enfant Soleil. And let me just get to that raffle right away. So the way this works is we actually have an EverDrive that we're going to raffle, which I'll be showing on stream in a couple of seconds.
Donated by Martha Star.
Yeah,
donated by Martha Sar. Important to... Now you'll see that I'm double on the camera. Anyways. So we have the list of everyone. We're going to do this on random.org. Nothing too fancy. Actually, raffle's going to be right here. There we are. So, for those of you wondering, that's the EverDrive. And it comes with it actually comes with the micro SD card already, so you're ready to go with it. It's an EverDrive N8, which works in either a Famicom or a Nintendo because you've got the adapter able to do that. Now, for those wondering, that little strap is so that when you put it in, you can actually pull from the adapter. Otherwise, you would pull out, and this would just, not a bad time. It's not a good time for anyone. So there we go, EverDrive. And let the raffle begin. Hey Willow, what's up? When'd you get on stream? When'd you get in chat? What's up? I hope you will get on Discord because we want to talk to you. If you're available, go in general, and we'll get you in. Smash Fiend, thank you so much. And I was like, why is this not showing up? And then I realized that I put the browser source over Streamlabs thing. Like, why are the alerts not showing? And now, they will show. I'm a dum-dum. Anyways, so as you can see, we've got all these fine people who donated. What was the amount?
20.
20? Anyone who donated $20 and more, each donation was giving them a chance to enter the raffle. Now you got Bencho Sly, Bencho Sly, Bencho Sly, Bencho Sly, Bencho Sly, Bencho Sly. BGR is here. We got Emily, Silver Triforce, Any Dark Angel, Fix, Molly Man, Scrub Casual. We got a lot of people here.
And we got Bencho Sly.
And we got Bencho Sly.
Hey, my girlfriend is there.
Caro. Damn. Collusion. If she wins, y'all can, grab the pitchforks and the torches, and we'll be waiting. That being said,
we're all more or less friends here, so if Bencho Sly wins, it's collusion too.
Yeah, there you go.
I
thought your girlfriend was Keishi. Well, Keishi's real pretty, but I don't think he and Dom are in a relationship.
No, not yet.
So that being said, hi babe. Yeah, that's Squeak calling me a dum-dum. Unless she has another dum-dum, in which case we're gonna have words. So here we are. Let's do the raffle. So once again, it's for this EverDrive N8 that I put right here. And we will basically hit randomize, and the first name at the top of the list is the winner. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Annie Dark Angel des Boulets de la Mer, congratulations. Tu as gagné le EverDrive N8. Bencho Sly, le plus proche que t'étais, c'était 9ème dans la liste. Même si t'avais 6 entries, t'étais pas là, man. En fait, t'es deux fois dernier, Ben.
Ouch.
Ouch. Fait que Annie Dark Angel des Boulets de la Mer, je suis pas sûr qu'on est capable de la tracker facilement pour pouvoir...
ça devrait pas être un problème.
Alright.
Ouais.
Okay. So let's go back. Can we go back? Here, list randomizer. Let's go back here. Now, second raffle. That's actually one of the 2 raffles that we had for the Resident Evil 3 Resident Evil Marathon. We had the Resident Evil 3 remake. We have a key provided by DDG. Just me, number 1 dum dum. That's me. So let's go here. We got all these fine people. Like we said, we're shipping to continental US. If you don't fit within that whole thing, we can get in touch with you, get you a quote for shipping, and...
Wait, is that the Steam key? We don't ship a Steam.
No, I was talking about the bundle. Because the bundle is a physical. The PS2 bundle is physical, so...
Wait. We're gonna ship the Steam key. I'm writing it on a piece of paper and sending it.
Nice. So here's the full list. So these are all the people who donated the minimum amount, which was what, $5?
Yeah.
From a certain... Yeah, it was during a limited time. So... Okay, she really wanted that.
I mean, you had to pick the reward.
Yeah.
Alright, so Resident Evil 3 Remake, Steam key, I believe.
Yep.
Alright. Raffle going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Arki Kerwinya, congratulations, you've won Resident Evil 3 Remake on Steam. We'll get in touch with you via email to provide you... to ask for your shipping information, to send you a piece of paper with the handwritten Steam key, which, you know, you won't be able to make the difference between a B and an 8, or a 0 and an O. And, no, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
we'll send it via email.
My handwriting is so bad that you could make the difference between an 8 and an M.
Ouch. Alright, and last raffle of the night, we had this Resident Evil Essentials bundle for the PlayStation 4.
PlayStation 2.
I mean, yeah, it because Resident Evil 4 is in there along with Resident Evil Outbreak and Resident Evil... what's the third one?
Is it Code Veronica?
Yeah, Code Veronica. That's right. So, with that being said, here's the list of good people who donated. So, some people did the anonymous donations. We have their email, so we'll be able to get in touch with them. That being said, it is right here. So, once again, we're going to start this raffle in 3, 2, 1, and go. It's the Wickedtron. Congratulations, you won yourself a PlayStation 2 Resident Evil Essentials bundle that includes Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil Outbreak, and Resident Evil Code Veronica. 3 amazing entries in the series. And, here we go. I think that takes care of the raffles, right?
Yeah, I think it does.
Alright. There we go.
It came from... Alright, it's in the United States. Good.
Yeah.
There we go.
GG to the runners.
GG to the runners. And GG
thanks
to...
for... Yeah, thanks for all the donations.
Yeah, GG to everyone who's done... thank you, actually, and GG to everyone who donated. We truly appreciate it. So that's taken care of. I mean, once again, if you're watching and you want to talk to us, we're about to start the second part of our post show, which includes an open line segment where you can join in on Discord and have some words with the organization. So get in general on the Discord in case you don't know. !Discord will show you the Discord invite link that's permanent. So just do that, and there you go. That being said, well, that takes care of all of that. By the way, guys, I just want to say it now because I'm going to forget. After the post show, we're actually going to go through all the feedback and everything and take the notes that, you know, I want to note down what I changed so that we have for future references. Yeah. So...
I'm bringing Nico in.
Nico's going to be... Yeah, I think Nico was there first, so...
Yeah, he's been there for like an hour and a half.
I just put him in the green room, so get in there and get him ready and then bring him back.
Yep.
Also, I'm not sure if we mentioned it, but the PS2 Essentials package was given from the Level Best, actually.
Yeah, the Level Best provided that prize to try and get some more donations in, so thank you so much, Level Best, once again. going above and beyond the call of streaming, the call of speedrunning. I don't want to say Call of Duty because because
Yo,
that series is.
Hello,
We
Nico.
got
Hello,
Nico
Nico.
in the house.
Hello.
Wait, I think I'm gonna need to turn Nico's volume up because I had him at like 50% because he's always super loud.
I can be super loud if you want.
No. And I can drag your ass to another channel if I want to.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it, though.
Comment ça va, Nico? Ça va?
Il va, pis toi?
Il va. What's up?
Il y a une semaine de vacances qui s'en vient, fait qu'il va bien.
Oh, damn. Oh, you and DD synced up for your vacation?
I guess so.
Oh.
Didi, is your vacation paid? Is Didi's vacation paid? Because mine is.
yeah, same.
Ah. Ah, crap.
Well. Call of DD.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh.
The Legend of
wait.
Didi, Call of the Wild.
I'll
Hey,
play that.
Insubordinates. So what we're talking about, basically, we did a post show on the Resident Evil Marathon that happened a little under 2 weeks ago. Not last weekend, the weekend before that. And right now it's our open line segment where you can get in general on Discord. And one by one, we'll invite you in the voice channel to be able to, if you have anything you want to tell us, anything you want to discuss about the event, you can actually share some words with us live with our audience here on Twitch, on the NoReset Speedrun channel.
Yay!
So yeah, Nico, what did you have to say?
For first online marathon, it was pretty good. Not gonna lie, I thought there was gonna be a lot more hiccups. Not saying that I underestimated you guys, but there's the first time is always rough, but it wasn't that rough, and I find it amazing that it went so well. I didn't expect it.
Well, I know what you mean, because that's one of the things I said. I'm like, it went not surprisingly well, but I did. How should I put it? I know that we can put up a show that goes well. It's just that this being our first online marathon, there was always this little fear at the back of my head that was like, oh, what if it goes wrong, like sideways, and falls off a cliff and just explodes and burns in hell,
what if everybody's OBS crashes every single time they start
what if we have a runner that doesn't show up? What if we have a runner whose computer explodes, or they're like you said, their OBS? There was so many external factors that we didn't control 100%. So,
yeah.
But everything went super well, and
I mean, what if somebody wakes up late? Oh wait, that happened.
Oh wait, yeah, it did happen.
oh, by the way, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the speed dads watching right now, including Electronic Logic, who's getting some dirty looks from Logic's wife, which was actually, I think Logic's wife is her Twitch handle.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah, but hi, Logic wife. But thanks, Ben. You too. But yeah. And so that's what I was gonna say. It just went way better than it could have been, in the sense that we didn't have any major issues. Yes, OBS crashed twice on us, but we fixed that real quick. One runner
could
had
have happened
issues.
at live event.
Yeah, one runner was having issues, despite all the tech checks and everything, and we fixed that quick too. Took 15 minutes, which fixing a problem when you're on a live show within 15 minutes is pretty good when it's something you haven't encountered. So yeah, it went. I'm right there with you. It went super well. Not that we doubted ourselves, but it's just that there were so many external factors that we didn't have 100% hands-on control over, and none of that went really bad. So we're really happy about that.
Yeah, and I am too. I took the entire weekend off trying to catch as much as I could of it. Literally, the first night I literally stayed up 24 hours. I literally was, even if I would have wanted to sleep, my mind was not even trying to sleep, at all. To be honest, when I finished my Umbrella Chronicle run, I was literally at the 24-hour mark of staying awake.
That's why I didn't finish the game. I get it now.
It was That's the thing. I need next. I said it once, and I will say it again. I will come back and finish this goddamn game in one playthrough on this own channel. I swear to God, I'm gonna do it.
All right. Keep submitting it. We'll find room for it.
Well, I mean, this would be good in a community showcase.
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah,
You know,
I just
Nico-
I need to stop being
Nico Salty run back.
Yeah, Nico Salty run back. I'm down for that. Fill that submission form.
Salty Nico running down back mid and trying to crush everything.
So, but yeah.
Yeah,
What
but
else?
if we while we're at it talking about my run, it went pretty well. Expecting what could have went wrong, having first actually that was actually like the first playthrough of the game, so that was kind of funny. I thought Ard was not gonna be that bad, and you expect like this.
Oh man, that game is arcade levels of hard when you put it on hard. Like it's like, oh man, you got to respect the game. You got to respect the game. But let's be real. Like I'm not gonna hold it against you because the only reason you ran that game was because no one else wanted to do it.
And it was cheap on eBay.
There you go.
It literally cost me $10.
I mean, if you keep trying, if you finally finish it, you're gonna be top 3.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't there only only one run in the leaderboard?
I think there's 2, but 2 different categories or 2 different.
Yeah. That's it. Like, there's like the Umbrella Chronicles leaderboard is so messed. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't even know who's like.
There's literally 4 times more categories than actual runners.
Exactly. Any percent there's a Wii run and a Wii emulator run, and on New Game Plus, there's a PS3 run and a Wii emulator run. That's it. Like, I don't even understand. Like I don't know why on New Game there's an any percent and N-Gun category, but on the New Game Plus those are replaced by solo and co-op. Like, decide yourself. Like, why? Who made this? Like, I
mean, just put it that way. If you finish this game, you're gonna be the first runner who is not from Spain who is running this game.
Exactly.
There you go. Even if you are number 2, that's still top 3.
Yeah, it is. Well, technically speaking, it's top 2. So
there you go. Yeah.
Nico always using all of his hand on that phone. Exactly, Shoku. We don't talk about those, okay? Literally at the end of the run, I almost wanted to throw the goddamn game out the window. Like, it was so close, but I was like, it's 10 a.m. Nico. Don't do that. Like,
I mean, how you gonna have your gonna do your salty run back if you don't have the game?
Well, playing on MU, Lamau. No,
well, that wouldn't be the same category.
Yeah.
Well, I know. And also, it would be much easier because on the leaderboard, they actually allowed the mod to play keyboard and mouse for some reason. So,
I mean, when you're the only person running the game, you're allowed to do whatever you want.
Exactly.
I mean, if you don't have a lot of runners on your game, don't get picky about them too. All right, not just throw any shade at the Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicle.
Nah, not at all.
But yeah,
that's the reason. It's a meme.
It's a meme.
It's a meme, and it's still gonna be a meme.
There we go.
It's a meme, Mario.
Yeah, I was expecting him to say Mario after that, just because with the way he's like, it's a meme, Mario. But,
no, it's fine. Okay, it's not because I mainly play I mostly played Mario Kart Wii before that. I was gonna say Mario.
There you go. Well, Nico, thanks for sharing with us.
It's fine. It's good.
Thanks
it's always fun being here and being a part of this community, because like, you're the most friendly community I've ever seen in gaming. Like,
yeah, but at the same time, you're in the Mario Kart community, so whatever.
Shoku, I have one thing to say about
Blue
this.
Shell's fired.
Wait, I have one thing to say about this. We don't talk about that one.
We don't The first rule of Mario Kart Club is you do not talk about Mario Kart Club.
No. You just don't talk about it at all. Like,
Okay, then let's
you don't
stop right
even
now.
mention it.
Okay, thanks, Nico. Bye.
Bye.
Nice.
I kid. I love busting his balls. Like, it's just, you know.
Right.
Nico.
So, Dark and Roll next.
Yep.
Hey!
Hello.
Hey. How's it going,
Yo.
guys?
Hey.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going. It's going.
Yeah?
I actually just up Alone in the Dark earlier. I just played that game for the first time. Pretty good game.
Well, the real question is, were you A, alone, and B, in the dark, or C, all of the above?
All of the above, of course.
Oh, damn. All right.
Oh. Yeah, man, that that was a great marathon. I think that was the second marathon I've ever taken part in, and it was the second one with you guys too.
We got 100% of Dark and Rose's marathons. That's a good stat. Like,
Yeah, that was a crazy run too.
I mean, if we did a pie charts of your whole, you know, runs and whole NoReset runs, you could literally eat the whole pie.
Yeah, it'd just be like a big giant no reset pie.
Yeah, there you go. And NoReset means you eat from top to bottom, start to finish, the whole pie. I mean,
No breaks.
no breaks.
No breaks.
Just you know, down the hatch. But it,
Yeah, what was that?
it was great. I mean, let's talk about it, like Outbreak.
So the funniest thing is that before DD DM'd me about jumping in for File 2, Chris and I, WX Chris, he and I were actually mainly running File 1 for Outbreak. So we knew File 1 very hard from, bottom to top. And we're like the only run 2 on the board, unfortunately, but it was still a pretty great run nonetheless. So when he asked us to try File 2, that was File 2 is much harder than File 1, but somehow we were able to get a team together, and it turned out pretty well.
I'm gonna say, in all of NoReset's history, that was one of my favorite runs. It's so good.
I really appreciate it, man.
I mean,
the funny thing too is that tyrant moment it was sort of like a culmination from the testing phase before the marathon to that moment, because Chris and I we were doing the audio test before the marathon, and we were just messing around on that same scenario, and somehow when I was getting attacked by hunters, one of them actually insta-killed me. And with Chris opening this door, I fell into the loading trigger, and it saved me from that death.
I remember that.
The exact same thing ended up happening in that moment. I didn't realize it would happen to a boss, like Tyrant right there. It really threw me off guard.
oh, that was so good. But it's just like you were talking about the Tyrant, how it was dead, and then you kind of instant jinxed yourself, and then you're like, run! That was like such a good moment. Like, honestly, that was like perfect.
And
did someone clip this? Do we have a clip of this?
Yeah, of course.
I'm not sure.
I think
Yeah,
Ware, who's one of the super mods for the Outbreak speedrun board, made a clip of it.
Well, I know I made one.
Oh, yeah, that's yeah, you too.
It's true.
There's probably a lot of clips of it.
Oh man.
But yeah, one thing too is that during that run, we didn't actually show it on screen because we didn't want to take up, screen real estate that we wanted to have for the games. But during the run, I want to clarify that we actually used an SRT for that run.
Yeah.
Just because that's something that we use. It's a requirement.
No, but all of you are dirty cheaters. Okay. You are a disgrace to speedrunning in general. How dare you use a speedrunning tool during a speedrun? I am appalled. Honestly, and everyone who's using them and developing them should just get nuked from orbit. Every single one of them, especially the developers of the speedrun tools, especially the one of the two for Resident Evil 3 Remake. That guy I can't stand.
I'm
man.
not gonna lie, that's actually true for what some people in the community try to do with our tracker.
Wait, I think I have the clip. Hold on. We got to get this.
I'm gonna actually talk about something too after that clip.
Hold on. I think I have it right here. Let's see the clip right here. So, I think that's it. Yeah,
Yep,
instant
there it
replay.
is.
Let's do it.
Because the tyrant actually has a bomb inside him. That's actually what we ended up missing with skipping the cutscene.
You have
They
audio on
actually have a
this?
self-destruct
No,
bomb
that's
inside the tyrant, and we had the what? What is that?
Oh wait, no, it's because I muted
This
it.
game
There.
bugged. He's oh my god! Run!
I have no music.
Run!
Oh, hold on. I'm good. I want the
Get
audio
outta
on this.
here!
Me too. Hold
Well,
on.
the
So,
screen actually. Oh man. This
once again, live quality
What?
production, people.
Oh, it's a professional production.
Let's do it.
Because the tyrant actually has a bomb
now we
inside
got
him.
it.
That's actually what we ended up missing with skipping the cutscene. They actually have a self-destruct bomb inside the tyrant, and we had the what? What is that? This game bugged. He's oh my god! Run!
I have no music.
Run!
me too. Where's the music?
Get out of here! God.
Well, the
Oh,
screen
man.
actually.
Yeah, like that's.
All right, one more time.
What was-
Pay attention
Tyrant
to
actually has a bomb
the dark and
inside
rolls,
him.
top left
That's actually
corner.
what we ended up missing with skipping the cutscene. They actually have a self-destruct bomb inside the tyrant, and we had the what is that? The tyrant, and we had bomb inside the tyrant, bomb inside the tyrant, bomb inside the tyrant, and we had the what inside the tyrant, and we had the that made it so much better. What is that? This game bugged. He's oh my god! Run!
I have no music.
Run!
Me too. Where's the music?
Get out of here!
Oh man.
Well, the screen actually.
Yeah, and for some reason, all of us didn't have the tyrant music, so we knew it was a bug.
Yeah.
So in that moment, I looked at the SRT just to confirm it, and for damn sure, it said that tyrant was dead. Should have been dead.
Oh man, that was honestly that was one of my favorite moments of the
It
marathon.
blew my mind just seeing that.
I mean, you can't make this up. Like it just that's a great marathon moment. Like how we often we have a very liberal use of this never happened before most of the time, but that was the prime example of this never happened before.
Never in the years I've played File 2 have I ever seen that happen. Like, it was just, what?
Just as you're explaining the whole thing about the tyrants having a bomb inside of them and whatnot, it just cuts. It's like, nope, what's up? Like, I would like to have some words with you, man. Like, I'm still here. Why are you talking about me like I'm not here? And then the show just, oh, that was amazing.
Went on. Yeah, and the thing too is that whole run itself was just so weird because we were supposed to start with we were supposed to start with Wild Things, and Hurry Boy, another one of the runners, he was the one hosting it, and he actually did a test, making sure that the game and everything, everything was proper and
Yeah.
nothing was going wrong before it, and he forgot to reset his game. So when we first started Wild Things, we ended up losing 5 minutes because the RNG set was different.
Oh no.
There were 2 medals elsewhere than where we usually see it at.
Oh
Because when you first launch the game, it actually gives you like a predictable RNG set usually. Sometimes it will be a little different, but usually it's like very predictable. Like you can tell like where things are, and you can get a good idea of where they are. But then it just happened. It was like, oh, okay, we just lost a few minutes, but it was pretty good.
Oh man.
It made the whole run just we didn't know what was gonna happen. Like it was just we were flying by the seat of our pants there. We pulled it off somehow.
That was honestly, like, I can't quantify how amazing that moment was. It was just too good. It was just too good.
and we were really trying to make sure that we were putting on a great show for Outbreak. Not many people have seen Outbreak runs before, so that just to have something like that happen, it just really added on to that.
The game itself with the was the unspoken fifth player on that run, basically.
The game was just messing with us the entire time.
Yep, that is right.
Yep.
Oh,
And yeah, like hopefully too, like next online marathon or like the next Resident Evil marathon, we could jump back on and go for it, because one thing about Outbreak is it's actually very niche when it comes to Resident Evil games. A lot of
yeah.
people, they look over it, they don't, they just go with the bandwagon that this wasn't a great game, when in fact it was
It
when you
was.
play
It's
as
just.
friends.
It was too far ahead of its time. The infrastructure
Yeah.
was not there for online play.
If
Honestly,
you're playing,
if it was
yeah.
released on Xbox with Xbox Live, that game would have been more successful back in the day.
Oh, definitely.
Like,
And that game was part of like a 3 to 4 game like sort of project plan that Capcom was doing during the time. And Outbreak along with Monster Hunter were the ones that actually pulled off, selling over 1 million copies.
yeah,
So those were the games that continued.
that's true.
Unfortunately though, for File 2, because they did it on the PS2, they couldn't really just release it as DLC, because that's what they were going to try to do.
I get you.
So they had to split it up into other games, and it would end up causing it to fail. There are 20 scenarios in total, and we only got to see 10.
Oh damn! From between File 1 and 2, you're saying?
Yep. And File 3 is being developed during the time, but it ended up getting canceled and shut down. But there's screenshots on the internet
Ah, man.
along with some environments, and even there's File 3 characters in the save, the memory card save that we have for the game for running it.
Huh.
You just can't use it for speedrunning.
Oh man, that's pretty dope. Like, I hope, like, as I was saying during the marathon, one thing I would love was for File 1 and File 2 to be remastered or remade, like, on Steam, or
It'd be awesome to see that, honestly.
with the proper like multiplayer infrastructure and everything. It would be that game would be pretty successful, I think. And
And a lot of people would be flocking to speedrun that game too.
yeah,
Like a good
definitely.
reason why not many people jump on it is because they think that with, setting up the emulator and the game that it would take a long time. But
Oh, it's not long.
actually,
I couldn't get it
yeah,
to
it's
work,
not
but
it's not even a hard setup. You just take like, 30, 40 minutes of your time and just set it up, and then you're mostly waiting for putting your games on the hard drive loader.
yeah. By the way, I'm
So it
gonna be
loads
right
faster.
back. I gotta run to the door, but I'll be right back.
Mhm.
Keep going.
Yep, but yeah, no, File 1, like for us with
I'll be back.
WX Chris and I, it was a great time. That was my first time running Outbreak, and I've only been running the game for half a year now, and we were really going in on runs. Like we were setting up new routes because we had to deal with just 2 of us playing the game. But with File 2, we literally only had the span of 2 weeks to practice with a full team.
Well, to be fair, you decided to play it full team.
Yeah, at first it was actually just gonna be WX Chris and I, but Hurry Boy decided, like he wanted to jump in on it too, like he wanted to run it, and then later on we actually got the Nevs on board also, and so we just started practicing with that team. And there were some like hiccups, like trying to practice because different time zones and stuff, and plus it was hard to contact each other whenever one of us was asleep or just napping.
Yeah.
But it was, no, we had a great time practicing it. I mean, it was pretty tense up until marathon day, but we were able to pull it off. Like that's what I was super happy about. I was so worried about about us not being able to like do the run for fall 2, so we just made sure to practice as much as we can just to
Yeah.
make sure that we pulled it off.
And it turned out great.
Yeah.
It turned out in a way I did not expect it to. Oh man, I'm gonna remember this run for a while. And honestly, like with community showcases, I did submit just the possibility of trying to do like both file 1 and 2 for it. It
Yeah.
would be awesome just to actually go through that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I
Along-
mean, it fits within the time frame available for a showcase. So,
Yeah.
did you
And-
submit yet, or?
Oh yeah, no, I submitted. As soon
Awesome.
as I saw that announcement, I just jumped on.
Awesome.
I was ready.
Spread spread the word. If you know anyone who you think would have some great content to put on the showcase, I mean, share that forum far and wide.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'll definitely like go around and see like who'd like to show their games off. There's some people I know that have games that don't have many runners, and it would be great to actually give them a chance to have a platform to show off their game.
Yeah, as long as it's not some obscure hentai visual novel, we're good.
Right. So remove mine.
I mean, looking at Shoku's poster, I would have expected him to but
Looking at Shoku's name.
it's true. For those who don't know, Shokushu in Japanese means tentacle. Make what you will of that. It's probably exactly what you're thinking of. Mummy Demastered. Yes, Code Piece. Mummy Demastered. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah, submit it now.
And and we would have Austin. Austin could be on commentary on Discord. I'm sure he would join in. So that could be pretty amazing. And Igdisis also to have like the original SGDQ AGDQ crew.
Oh yeah.
Back on the showcase. That'd be pretty cool. Because basically me, Igdisis, Austin, who's he's basically I think he's the lead designer for what's the name? Way Forward, the developers of Mummy Demastered, DuckTales Remastered, the Shantae series, a lot of them. So he's 100% out of bounds would be tight. Submit it. Get the form. Go do it. Get on Discord. Get the form. Submit. Chop. Where's your submission? I'm looking at the form right now. Code Piece.
Pulls the form again.
Yeah.
For someone who takes pride in speedrunning things, it takes you a long time to fill up a form with like 5 fields, my friend. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, like that goes for anyone too. If they're wanting to, submit a run for the spotlight, like go right ahead.
Yeah, seriously, honestly.
Don't be afraid to. Like, there's a reason why. Like, there's a reason why I ran for NoReset again, because the first time around I was so nervous. I was running Outlast for DreamHack Dallas, and they were just, along the way they were making sure that this is gonna be this is gonna be the run. Don't need to be so nervous about it. Just give me like confidence to like go with the run, and lo and behold, still here. That was a pretty decent run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, been there, done that. All of us, we've been, in either marathons or like, and I face planted on my first GDQ run ever. So, I mean, hard. So
yeah, it's part of it. Part of the whole thing. Like, you're gonna have your first marathon, and maybe it might flop, maybe it'll go super well, and just you gotta be along for the ride there.
exactly.
And whatever happens, just you gave it your all.
Yeah.
That's the important thing, I think, is that you go through with the run, you don't give up, and because that's the thing. Like, no matter how bad a run will go, yes, you'll remember what went bad. People will remember what went good and the cool stuff that they saw. So it's and that's what a lot of people don't get. And the trolls on Twitter, Facebook. I mean, my first GDQ run, I became a meme on 4chan for all of 15 minutes. So that's how bad it was. It's but yeah, I mean, Marth, submit it. It's a community showcase, man. It's not a marathon. I mean, just if you've already done that stuff on any one of our events, still submit it for the community showcase. It's a different ballpark.
Yeah, submit your all arcade marathon.
Oh, by the way, I just realized I got this game. Y'all should get it. It's amazing. It's bubble.
And also, I just wanted to say, I keep when people are telling me they're nervous about running a marathon or whatever, I keep telling them the worst you can get is a slowpoke, which is not too bad.
That's true.
It's a badge. The slowpoke is a badge of honor. It is a testament to the speedrunners' tenacity and
Exactly.
Despite whatever the game throws at you, you'll see this run through, and slowpoke's going to be there with you. Every step of the way, as long as you overestimate.
He was there for the outbreak run.
yeah. Slowpoke showed up. Well, to be fair, Slowpoke was there for the entirety of the marathon, and he's actually still here, right there.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, because he's actually on my Samus replica power beam, and on top of that, there's Slowpoke.
He's also in the chat.
He's also in the
Well,
chat.
yeah.
He's also in
Behind the chat.
Discord.
Yeah.
He's also in Discord because that's our bot. Slowpoke is our bot.
Slowpoke's everywhere.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's a bit of our mascot now. I mean,
He's just watching.
when we went to Atlanta in 2019, we forgot to bring Slowpoke with us, so we ordered one on Amazon. It was like $40. We're like, man, that's what's available like next day. Let's do it. So we ordered it, paid extra to get it like pretty much like the next morning. So we had it, and then we forgot it at the hotel, and we only brought him for the final day because that's how we roll. Yep.
That's some extreme dedication, though.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, you gotta rep the mascot.
Yeah, but now he's my daughter's favorite teddy, and we like he's not going to events anymore. He stays at home, but yeah, we still got that one, who apparently is the other Slowpoke's cousin or sister. I'm not sure. I would have to ask Isabel, but yeah, that's we have a whole family of Slowpokes at home now.
Man.
So yeah, I mean, Dark and Rose, once again, thank you for coming here live on stream
man.
to share your experience with us. Truly appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for like reaching out for letting us run it. Like, just that was like we were looking for just the opportunity to run Outbreak, and there it was, and we wanted to take it. We wanted to make sure that Outbreak gets shown to many others, and hopefully we'll still keep doing that.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
mean,
we want more people to jump on that game. Like, it's
as soon as I can get it to
definitely
work,
been
I've got like one bug that's not documented anywhere. Maybe you can give me a hand, but like I really I want to get it to work and everything.
Yeah, we want to figure it out.
Yeah, a lot of us that run Outbreak will be more than happy to help you, man. Like Mr. WX Chris, Hurry Boy, myself, others like Gary Daniel. Like, there's a good amount of people in the community that are great guys, and they will be more than happy to help you guys get set up. We always want new people to jump on the game.
Yeah, well,
They can always experience it.
one of my stream
I
nights is
mean-
going to be Outbreak, so like we got to get a group going on. So I know Chad
Yep.
wanted in, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It will happen
Hey, if you guys need another player, I'm more than happy to jump on.
for sure. For sure.
I always love to play Outbreak whenever I can.
Mhm.
Yep, for sure. If I can get
Oh.
but if I can get 4 people who haven't like speedrun the game actively, so that we're all on the same level and we don't know what the hell we're doing.
Oh,
But
man,
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be great.
that's gonna be a good time. I know it will be.
It's always fun to see new people playing the game.
Mhm.
Like years ago, like I actually like have a video like from long ago in which it was just like myself, WX Chris, like we were we were complete noobs back then, but we still had a great time with it. Like, it was fantastic. It's a great game to like play with friends, really. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so- like, as soon as anyone can and they're able to, it's a game you got to experience if you love Resident Evil, especially the classic Resident Evil games.
So I think Outbreak was kind of like it's closer to Code Veronica than, let's say, 3 and before 3, like 3 and below, let's call it that.
Yeah.
But it looks like with the whole co-op aspect, I think I think they look back at Outbreak for like maybe some of the later entries with co-op.
Yeah,
And,
like I honestly, they should really tackle the 4-player co-op, like just game again. Like, I think they'll do a great job with it. I mean, not in the line of not with something like Resistance. I mean, Resistance is, something that could have been done better if more time was put into it. But I mean, if they were able to, come up with a new Outbreak or just any 4-player Resident Evil game, like, I hope they take notes from what they did previously with Outbreak. Like, it still holds up very well to this day.
we need Tofu in Outbreak.
We need Tofu. Yeah, we need a lot of characters, especially the main cast.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
Barry?
Where's Barry? I don't know. He's somewhere like in a helicopter. I don't know. It's unclear.
Just eating a Jill sandwich or something.
Yeah, yeah, eating a Jill sandwich or something. Well, I mean, I think that's the end of the show for us. I think
Man.
so. Well, Dark and Rose,
Because-
once again, thank you for being with us. Truly appreciate it. Like, had a great time at the marathon. It's always great to have you on stream, and we're looking forward to your community showcase because it's gonna happen. Like, I'm just saying right now, as long you've already submitted it, it's already like that's gonna go through for sure, no matter how many submissions we get.
Like, yeah, like we'll definitely make sure we're up to snuff before then, so we put on a great show again.
All right,
I don't know if it's gonna be in the line of file 2, but I mean, we'll
Alright,
do a great job of it.
So if you have Hurry Boy's personal phone number, call him now because you guys are up in 15 minutes. I'm just kidding.
All right. I'll get him on the line. I got the red phone right here.
All right.
Emergency line. Alrighty. Yeah. No. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for having me on. Like, really,
It was our pleasure.
Great. It was great chatting with you guys again.
Likewise. So with that being said, thanks to everyone in chat. Thanks to everyone watching from home. Everyone who submitted feedback, and you're like Shoku said, you're the lifeblood of NoReset. It's each and every single event is better than the previous, worse than the next, and that's how we intend to keep on going. And without being close to the community and actually like being on the floor, and not thinking that we're above everyone else and thinking that we know all our shit better than everyone else. That's how we are able to get better and better each and every single time, and taking feedback from the people who are actually providing the content for the show, people watching even. It's very important to us. So keep it coming. And like we said, and same on our end, like the whole incentive thing. Like, we get feedback to the community because it's a team effort, really. We put forward the show, y'all bring forward the content, and we meet somewhere in between down the middle, and we make great things happen. So as long as there's communication and that we work together towards a common goal, we can only achieve greatness together and go further and beyond everything that we've previously done with each and every single event in the future. And for that, thank you everyone for being a part of this, as I always say, little crazy adventure that started like in a gaming bar like 6 years ago now. 5-6 years? When was it? 5 years ago. And yeah, I mean, thank you so much, and as always, see you next mission.
See you next mission.
See you next mission.
Next mission, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah, some of those Enigma 7 in chat.
Oh yeah. I'll let the music roll a little bit before we go offline, so stay tuned. We're gonna raid someone. So
Yeah.
Already
He's
done.
already on it.
there you go. Didi is faster than me, so we're gonna give you a minute or two to get into that raid. So thank you and have a great night, everyone.
Yeah,
Take
thanks
care,
for
everybody.
stopping by.
Good night, everybody.